Hi, welcome to the Shelly Studio. Today I'm working on my mission inspiration project for March. Thought I'd change it up, take a break from the 100-day project, and do something a little different. So I'm working in my junk journal that I created for mission inspiration, and it just happened to already have all that pretty blue color on there. So I figured I would include that in the page. And if you haven't heard of Mission Inspiration, it is a Facebook group and a challenge done by Mike Deacon. I'll try to remember to link him down below in case you're interested in that. And this year there's no color prompts, so I could go with the blue because it doesn't tell me what colors I have to use, which is kind of fun, and sometimes coming up with your own colors is kind of a challenge, so maybe that's why I'm going with the blue background. Now, I really like how this one turns out. I do. So the first prompt was to glue map paper fragments to your page. So I just pulled this brochure out. It had some subtle map on there, not too strong color, and just laying it down. You can hardly tell it's there in the end, but it's there. I fulfilled the prompt, right? So there are word prompts, and the words were promise, mushroom, sketch, letter, and building. And the one that struck me was mushroom. And so that's where I got my inspiration from for this page. And maybe it'll make sense in a little while. Actually, you know, when you see a ring of mushrooms, my aunt used to be like, oh, it's a fairy ring, you know, and stuff like that. And so I started thinking of fairies and magic and that kind of thing. So that's the direction I went in. The word mushroom isn't anywhere on here, but there will be a mushroom on the page eventually. So yeah, so still tearing up those fragments of map and just laying them down. And everything on here is a little bit shiny. I think I should have, in the end, gone over it with some matte medium so it's not so reflective. So I'm sorry about the reflections you're going to be getting from this page. So the next prompt after the glue map paper down is add white paint or gesso with your fingers. So I just grabbed some white paint and just daubing it on my finger and smearing it around. And I'm basically using it to blend the edges of the map. Now, I know there's already color down, so you're not blending it into white, but this is what I decided to do. I was tempted to use the black gesso, but I think white was the better choice in the end. And just going around the edges, you can still see the map everywhere I stuck it. I didn't stick any in the right hand corner because my focal image is going to go there, and I know because I already picked it that it's going to cover most of the bottom right section, so I don't need to worry about that part. Alright, so the next one was add color through a stencil. I was searching my colors and trying to find the same blue because I wanted to put it on the left side of the page as well as the right, but I couldn't find it. Closest I could come up with was my Dina Wakley turquoise, and this is really super old paint and really thick. I was going to put it on with a sponge, but it was so thick there's no way. So I just really need to use it up. It's almost gone. Almost gone. When I empty one and can throw it in the garbage, I feel accomplished. Like I've accomplished something. So I'm just smushing the paint through. Got a little too much there in the middle because my stencil wasn't flat to the surface. And just forcing it through. And the subtle difference, I think it works because I do put this over on the other side. And so the color's everywhere. Squishing some more of that solid, really, I have another tube. I don't know if it's better or worse. I should really just toss that one. I should really paint, make a painting with this and use it all up. But there we go. Alright, so the next prompt was make line marks with a straight edge. I didn't want anything straight. I really didn't want straight. So I decided the line marks were going to be the border around my quote. And I think that works too. I was tempted to put the line marks over on the right hand side where they were going to get covered up, but no, I got to include them, right? So those are my line marks. And then the next is add handwritten quote or phrase. So I tear this down to make sure it's going to fit inside my little box. I swear, every time I start recording, my Ring door motion notification goes off. Sorry about that. But the quote is by Roald Dahl. I've used it before. It's, "Those who don't believe in magic will never find it." See, it doesn't say anything about mushrooms or promise or sketch or letter or building. But it's magic and fairies and fairy rings, which comes to mushrooms. That was my order of thinking, anyway. But I do like the colors. What do you think of the colors? Just wait till I put the focal image on. So after the quote is the focal image. It says add 1 or 2 focal images, and this came in the mail 2 days ago. It's a travel brochure, and this was on the cover, and I just loved it. And I thought that those could kind of look like a fairy ring with red mushrooms, only they're kind of a pinky purple color. But I like the way it stands out from the blue background. It just, I don't know, it feels like it glows. I just really like it. What can I say? And I was going to say, it's not very often that I just glue on a focal image, but I think it might be on Mission Inspiration. I think I do tend to find something to glue down. Alright, and it is glossy because it's the cover, so it's a little shiny. But in the pictures and in the end, I tilt it up so you can see it better. It'll look better. It looks good without the light shining straight down on it. Okay, so the next prompt was to draw circles or dots. So do I do the second focal image yet? Yes, I do. There's my mushroom. I found the darkest mushroom sticker I had so that it wouldn't clash too much with the pinky flowers that we're going to pretend is a mushroom ring. Alright, so now it's circles or dots, and I pulled out my white jelly pen and hoped that you would be able to see it. I'm putting little white dots on several of the flowers to make them look like the red mushrooms with the white dots on them. But I didn't want to do them all. I just thought that would be too much. So I just did, I think I did 5 of them. And then the last prompt is to add outlines or shadows. So I'm just taking my Stabilo and going around the edge of the flowers and the edge of the girl and just going to shade around it. Yeah, just using my spray bottle with water to activate the Stabilo. I really enjoy Mission Inspiration. If you've never tried it, you should check it out. Like I said, I'll leave a link down below, and yeah, give it a try. It's really fun to follow prompts and to see what you end up with in the end. This one is pretty loose. And nobody, there's no prompt police. Most of the people in that group are usually done the first week of the month, and there are other prompts during the month, but I only get the one done. I'm just darkening that edge, covering up the little blue edge there. And anywhere that I thought it was standing out. Putting a little bit of dark around my mushroom. And there it is. See, it looks good without the glare. So I hope you liked this. If you liked it, leave me a thumbs up or a comment. Love to hear your comments. Thank you all for watching. Have an awesome day.